Hello everyone! Minasan konnichiwa. Welcome back to Tales of Destiny. We are still here in this church, temple, whatever you want to call it. And the priest guy, he said he wants, to meet us in the chapel. So a lot of players are, in this section. This is kind of a new section of the dungeon. So a lot of people think that they need to go in here deeper. But actually this entire section is a dead end. Yeah, dead end. I love them. So I have to show you that it's a dead end. And a lot of players, if you're playing this game or if you're stuck, I want this playthrough to also be kind of a walkthrough. But when you get up here, you might be confused because there's nothing here. There's some treasures, of course, to pick up. But at the top of this little, spiral tower, there's actually nothing of value except for a few chests. And then you'll have to walk all the way back. So don't be confused and don't feel like, well, hey, where am I supposed to go next? I'm stuck, there's nothing here. Basically, just go all the way back to that church room. And when I get to the top, I'll show you. But first, gotta kick some butt. Yeah. But when I get to the top here, I'll just show you. And then I'll go ahead and cut the large walk back to the the sanctuary area. So I'll show you exactly where to go. So this is the top. Oh hey, there's a protect materia. That's always nice. And some food. So you'll see that this is all kind of a dead end up here. There's nothing in the bookcase and it's a wall. So really, we need to go back to the chapel. So, yeah, let's jump. Here we are at the chapel. So you'll have to walk back over here. And he'll do his chant and whatever. Yeah, but even though that tower kind of looks like that's the way you're supposed to go, it's not. It's just some treasure and then it's a big dead end. So we're going to go in this secret door and find out what happened to the Eye of God. Or God's Eye, or the giant lens, I guess it is. This game calls them lenses. They're diamonds or crystals, or they're not like a lens. How you think of a lens, like a lens in a camera or glasses or something. So there's no enemies here. It's a little bit of a puzzle. You can jump. Push these buttons. So it's a pretty simple puzzle. You'll notice that there's two doors here at the end. There's a kind of a blackish one and a whitish one. And basically pressing, so that they're glowing, pressing all the these light ones so that they're glowing will open the light door, and then pressing the darker ones will open the dark door. So we're going to open the light one. So let's turn off the dark ones. They're not really black, but they're kind of black. So we're going to turn off these dark ones, and we're going to turn on all these kind of goldish colored ones. And that'll open that door. And then, the opposite, if you want to just turn on the dark ones and turn off the gold colored ones. And you'll open the other door, and I think there's just a chest in there. But we're gonna go ahead and just continue the story here right quick. And we're gonna go in and see what has happened to the Kami no Me, the Eye of God. Which is, once again, not an eyeball. It's gone! We were too late. Ruined the fountain too, that water's all going down the stairs. So it used to be sitting there. Stan, what are you looking at? It's like, I'm really impressed how, detailed this statue is. It's amazing. This is that, new style of artwork, isn't it? Realistic style art. It's really impressively made. Philia, what has happened? Why are you in this form? What? It's real? Use a panacea bottle. That's, one of the items to cure all status ailments. So she was turned to stone. You might recognize her voice. Shoutouts in the chat if you know who she is. She's also a character in several animes. She's a famous anime actress. You might recognize her voice from what's it called? Ah Megami-sama? Ah My Goddess? Sorry guys, this is kind of a long, complicated story here. But yeah, it's a giant lens. Talking about the, Eye of God. And Philia is the one who saw who stole it. So Philia knows, who stole it. And she's talking about the Earth and Sky War, the legendary Earth-Sky War, and the Kami no Me, the Eye of God, was used in this war as an incredible weapon. And of course, Dimlos and Atwite, know exactly, what it is and what it's about, because they were alive during that time of the Great War, which was like 1,000 years ago. So apparently Philia didn't know that that's what that was. She just kind of works there at the temple. And this guy turned her to stone. said he used a monster, summoned a monster, and turned her into stone. Stan's like, take it easy, take it easy. Where did Grebum take the Eye of God? Please tell us. I think it's Calabares. So it's, she heard him talking about it. It's a different shrine on another continent. So in order to go there, you're going to need a pretty big boat. So only Darrell Shade's bay area would be big enough to have a ship that would be big enough to ship out the giant lens. So Stan is asking him, if the Eye of God can be used to summon lots of monsters and demons. So maybe Grebum is planning on summoning a large group of monsters to attack. Stan is like, I can't let him do that. And look how scared this person is. It's like, we can't ignore the Eye of God. We're gonna have to catch this guy and get it back. That's the right reaction, Stan. So we're gonna go back to Darrell Shade, and Philia's gonna go with us. Leon's saying that she is the only one who can identify Grebum, because she knows his face. So we're taking her with us. So Philia's gonna go with us. Although you can't put her in the party. She doesn't really have a weapon yet. And she's saying we need to get the Eye of God back. So this, he's gonna let us, he's gonna give permission. And Philia is introducing herself. And Leon walks out as usual. Don't worry about him. He's always like that. Leon, wait up. Philia, get. Alright, Philia is awesome. She is the Elementalist. And a very, very strong character. Well, she can be killed easily, and she's very slow, but boy, does she do damage. She hasn't been out of the temple much. So they were just explaining, where to go again. But using, the skit as a way of explaining. Stan, when Philia was stoned, you didn't do anything strange to her, did you? Or touch her? What do you mean by strange? What do you mean by strange? Oh God. Touching her in a strange way because she was stoned or something. But of course Stan is nice and gentlemanlike. They were all introducing themselves there, which is kind of nice. I like the way the cards are animated. he's just explaining the different levels of, you know, priest at the shrine. And she's kind of a low level. Talking about 1,000 years ago, when of course they were all alive. And their masters were themselves. So there was a human named Dimlos, and you know, a piece of his spirit was in the sword. So he was his own Swordian master. But of course the human is now gone, and all that remains is the sword and the partial spirit, you know, that's left from the sword. So once again, the funny cuts are because I'm cutting out some of the battles to make this quicker. So we are going back to the port. Fine, Ruti. She's saying we can't go that way. We need to go to the what do you call it? The bay, the port, I guess it is. Let's see if Marion is still up to something here. There she is. No reaction, huh? She'll be important to the story later. You want to go to Calabres? There was a boat that left just a second ago. Dimlos says, we didn't make it in time. Was there a giant object on that boat? Or, you know, a giant package? You know well, yeah, there was some giant object that was placed on the ship before it set sail. He's gonna go explain to Hugo the situation. They are thinking about, you know, making a stopover on the way. There's something that the Swordians know that the group doesn't know. So suddenly a boat was ready because Hugo, that guy who's super rich, you know, before that was, you know, with Leon. Leon's father, I guess. I'm not sure if it's his real father or not. So Philly is asking if she can fight with us. You know, she wants to fight and she wants to be useful. Stan says, I understand your feelings, but it's dangerous. You know, do you have any experience fighting? And she doesn't, but she has a responsibility. Responsibility to stop the bad guys. She said she's prepared to fight and do her best. Stan's saying, well, if you really want to fight, you know, we'll probably let you in. Of course, Leon is like, we just want you to, you know, show us Grebum's face, tell us who he is. So no fighting for you. But... It's like, you know, look, she's ready to help and fight. You know, you don't have to say that. You know, nobody that has fighting or battle experience, you know, what do you think they can do? It would just be, you know, dangerous for them. So, you know, this conversation's over. Leon's right. Dimloss says, you know, it's kind of dangerous for her to be fighting if she has no experience. This is all I can do to help you. Yeah, so Hugo pretty much bought us this other boat. Alright, here we go to the open seas. She says, long ago I was just like this. Completely useless, in the way. She feels like, you know, she's not useful, just being in the way and being a disruption, you know, weak. You need to get on the ship too. Of course, Stan is worried about her. Have you sent word to Baruch? So apparently he sent a message to somebody in the other port. It's a little suspicious. I wonder what that's all about. Hey, here we go on a boat. Unfortunately, you can't control it. But we are going to make a quick stop on the way. The ocean's so big and wide and amazing, it feels great. He's really having fun, his first time on the ship. Good old Stan, always positive. He's worried about Philia. Do you need something, Stan? It's like you knew some things about the, you know, giant lens, the Eye of God, and the war. So please tell me about it. I don't know anything about it at all, so I'm curious. I understand. So she's going to tell him Tenchi Senso. The two kanji there, you know, earth or heaven, and you know, earth and heaven. So it's kind of a war, you know, that was fought between people, you know, living in the air, apparently, or people with flying machines, and also people on the ground. So there was some great war between, you know, everybody on the ground and everybody in the sky. And of course the Eye of God was something that was used in that war, and part of that war. And the Swordians are from that era as well, which is an important thing to keep in mind for the story. So maybe somebody's trying to, you know, revitalize this war. We gotta get that, you know, giant lens back, no matter what. So Philia, please, you know a lot of things. Please teach me more. Stan trying to cheer her up, you know, help her to feel useful. Leon, your face doesn't look so good. Are you not feeling well? He's probably seasick, and he doesn't want to admit it. So here, Dimloss and Atwite are going to explain that there's another Swordian. Moipo Swordian. There's another Swordian nearby here that they know of, and they'd like to pick him up. And since it's on the way, his name is Clemente, and he'll be useful to us if we can pick him up. And it's, you know, directly on the way, so they're thinking they should pick him up. So like, yep, let's do it. And Ruti's like, yeah, then I can pick him up and sell him this time. So of course Rudy wants the new Swordian to sell for lots of money.
ありがとうございます、坊ちゃん。4本目のソーディアンか。楽しみだな。今度はどんなのなんだろう。
スタンさん、ありがとうございました。
Thank you, Stan.
スタンさんのお気遣いのおかげでだいぶ気持ちが
By noticing me, and you've really helped me to feel much better and relaxed.
わからないことがあればぜひ
If there's something you don't understand, please ask me anytime.
私の知っている範囲で精一杯お答えします。
If there's something that I know that I can help you with, I'll tell you everything I know.
頼りにしてるよ。
I am relying on you. That's Stan for you. He's always the kind, sort of innocent hero. You haven't noticed yourself. That's just like you, Stan. He's just a really good people person. That's what makes him an interesting hero. So, the place they're going is sunk on the bottom of the ocean, where Clemente is, the other sword. Ruti's like, I can't swim very well, so I'm gonna leave it to you guys. Dimla said, put your swords over the ocean. Ooh, creepy. Hey, there's a little Easter egg. What Tales game is that character from? Anybody in chat know? Put in the comments if you know what game that character is from. That little orange thing. And that is not a Pokemon. Just to let you guys know, for reference. Definitely not Pokemon.
なんだこの化け物は。
Don't worry about it. It's a way to transport, so...
これも乗り物？
Norimono, it's something to ride. That's cool.
私たちの呼びかけに応じてクレメンテが送ってきたのね。
フィリア、一緒に来い。
Philia, come with us.
私もですか？
Me too? Philia. Somebody is calling. Philia.
あら、
Huh?
今誰かの声が聞こえたよ。
Sounds like I heard somebody's voice just now.
フィリアは船で待っててもらう方がいいんじゃないか？
You should wait on the boat, Philia. It's probably better.
僕たちが海底にいる間に船で逃げられては困る。
She might run away if we leave her here on the boat.
フィリアがそんなことするわけないだろ。
Philia's not gonna run away if we just leave her here.
おいフィリア、早く来い。
Hurry, Philia, come with us.
リオン。
はい。
Leon's pretty cold, but hey. So of course we know who's calling to Philia, and who's gonna be the next Swordian master. So we're gonna go down to this, it's actually a ship, but it's at the bottom of the ocean. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here before we do this dungeon, because this is a pretty big and complicated dungeon. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here, and when we come back, we'll be getting Clemente. So it's gonna be exciting. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next one.